ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits. Subscribe for Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another toy review on the 7th Kingdom Scarabus figure. I want to give a big thanks to Jesus for getting my ass to Comic-Con. Thanks so much, dude. And speaking of Jesus, I actually found out about these 7th Kingdom figures from a friend of mine from Brazil with love. Very, very cool dude. Both of those guys were a lot of fun to hang out with at Comic-Con. I'll have a full-on Comic-Con video coming up shortly, but I want to review this figure. It is really, really badass. If you haven't heard of the 7th Kingdom figures, they're basically like a side project of the Four Horsemen. It's just their own original characters and their designs and everything, and these are figures that are just made for adult collectors that are just incredible. A lot of them are animal based kind of figures, and that's what really got me into them. But I just thought this Pharaoh kind of, this Scarabus just looked so badass to me, especially this gold version, which isn't really hard to get at all. They had a few of them at the Comic-Con, and they sell a lot of their figures online. So if you go to, I have a link at the bottom, if you go to the storehorseman.com, you can pick up a Scarabus. They run $30, and if you pick up 3 of them, they get cheaper as you buy more. So that's really, really cool. Just some of the other figures that they have in this line that I thought were incredible. I just want to show them off because I was able to pick up this one, this horse one. I thought that was awesome. And this Azazel one. They have a lot more. And that's one of the timekeepers. So, and there's, a scare. Here's some more. Just very cool looking figures. So the thing I love about these figures is is not necessarily their articulation, but their sculpt and paint apps on these are fantastic, man. They're just top notch. Some of the best I've ever seen. I mean, if you can get a close look here, I mean, just look at, how this, lower torso area, area just looks amazing, man. And this head sculpt is sick as hell. I love how this gold paint looks on here. It's just fantastic. It has this old gold kind of look. He has this little flame thingy right here. He comes with a ton of accessories, which I'll get to in a minute. But just look at the hand, that is some really good stuff, man. I just love how all, got a bunch of different colors of paint in there in just a small area. This right here, it's got these beetles going throughout. Just very well made. I love how this looks like cloth. Oh, and his back piece is coming out. I do have minor gripes about it, but nothing really major. His cape does come off quite easily, and his, I guess, wingless spikes pop out. And I did take his head off one time just to see if the other, the goat heads would fit on there. And it's kind of harder, it doesn't stay on as well since I'd done that. But that's because of the cape. So yeah, these things do pop off. This is what they look like. They're articulated right here, so they rotate like this on a hinge, and you could spin them like that. This one has stayed in place pretty well. You just pop them in there. They move up and down. You can articulate them any way you want. And they're kind of like a goat-based creature. I think this is so cool. I love how the hair came out on this part of the figure. I just love that paint detailing, and the sculpt is just so fantastic. That is so cool. Even underneath, you can see the hooves, and he does have peg holes right there. Amazing. Love how all these buckles came out. Love the texturing right here. Very, very cool. Like how this looks like bone, but it's painted gold. Just very well done figure. Like how this color red is just a little bit different. It's like the material is kind of different right there. Very neat. I'm just trying to show off the figure as much as I can. Wow. Just really like the sculpt on this thing. Very, very cool. It's almost like a statue kind of come to life kind of thing. Very, very neat. So as far as his articulation goes, his head does move up and down a little bit. And it does move side to side. It does get hindered a little bit by these shoulder pads, but you could still move them. You don't really need to move them around that much. He has ball joints on the shoulders. like it's cool that this cape, the way this cape is attached and everything, and it does have cool paint fading on the cape, by the way. But it's cool that it pops off easily and it's not at the same time, because luckily, like, it doesn't really hinder the articulation as some other shoulder pad things can, but it does come off easily at the same time. And oh yeah, I really like these glow balls. Look at the glow balls. Bicep swivels. He has single jointed elbows. His wrist moves side to side and up and down, like that claw hand. He does have interchangeable hands. I'll get to that in a minute. He has waist articulation, and his head came off again. And his legs do move forward, and the cape doesn't really hinder the legs. That's pretty damn awesome. So his legs move forward, move outward. This is, the DC direct kind, or DCUC kind of articulation right here, but luckily it's hidden. He does have upper thigh swivel, single jointed knees, and his ankle moves forward and down a little bit, and it moves side to side just fine. And here's the Scarabus. He actually has an articulated tail, which I thought was really, really cool. It kind of does look like a goat's tail. I think that's pretty damn neat. Just like everything else, really well sculpted. But yeah, it actually swings back and forth. That's pretty cool. Scarabus! Well, while his head is off, I'll show how you could replace his faces. This is the face one. So it just comes out really, it just blends in so well into the sculpt. I think that is amazing. And you just pop this off right here, and you can see how that fits in. So which one's your favorite? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It does come with a ton of accessories. This is really awesome how they did this. He has interchangeable hands, so 3 for the right and 3 for the left, and they're all the same. So he has an open grip hand like this, and the one where you can hold his staff, and then a fist. And it's the same thing for the other side. I just want to show the back side to show that they're all well done. This is his badass staff with the glow ball at the end of it. Very, very cool staff. I love how this has like this matte kind of glowy kind of finish. Very cool. And here's his flames that fit into his claw grabbing hand, and they're totally different. One of them has 2 slots to fit into his fingers. This has 1 slot, but they fit in there perfectly. It's very, very cool. And then you could replace the top right here. Just take off the top part and then put in this spiky part. Oh, that was so simple. You can see where it detaches right there. And you can tell that, by looking at it at the side, it's not just one ball in there. They sculpted 2 different halves so that it looks cleaner on each side. But when you look at it perfectly from the side, it looks kind of weird. But from the front, it's perfect. And he also comes with these timekeeper pieces. So if you have, a timekeeper that you want to replace parts with and add a helmet to, that's really cool too. So to get some size comparisons for you guys, here he is next to the 7th Kingdom Hammer of Gold. You can see he's a lot shorter than Hammer of Gold right there, which is just cool because, he does have a little bit more of a human form. And here he is next to Marvel Legends Quicksilver. So he's not puny by any means. He's just not as big as some of the other 7th Kingdom figures. Yeah, that's my review, you guys. Hope you guys dig it. Again, check out the storehorseman.com website to pick up a Scarabus or any of the other 7th Kingdom figures that they have available on sale. And check out bigkidsbignews.net. It's actually bkbn.net for all your, big news and updates and everything. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.